Hey guys, my name is Marlo with Vegas Mini Mansion and welcome to my channel. Mounting a Samsung frame TV on a fireplace mantle or wall, just like a pro, guys. This can be a little bit difficult, but with my video, I leave out no details. I've been watching a lot of these videos and they're leaving out a lot of good details that can help you properly mount your Samsung TV frame on the wall, guys. So you need to understand that there's not going to be studs in all the proper places. And with my video, I make it simple for you to understand, especially to mount that bracket behind the TV. So every measurement's going to be different from the mantle on up. Everyone's going to have that different distance. But with my video, I give you a better understanding on how to do this. So let's go. All right, guys, in my opinion, the most difficult part of this mounting is that there's a bracket that goes behind this television and you need to absolutely know the dimensions on where to put it. So my video is going to help you. So everyone's different. Everybody's gonna want this bottom portion of this TV at a different area, right? So I chose 12 inches. You may choose 10 or you may choose 5 inches. But my video is gonna help you do the measurements on where to put the bracket behind this television so your placement will be accurate, guys. So watch the video. All right, guys, here's my mantle. So the length of my mantle is approximately 62 inches. So our goal is to find the center of the mantle. So 62 inches divided by 2 is 31. I'm right over here, 31. I'm making my notch, first step. All right, guys, so the second step is determining where do you want the bottom of the screen to go. Do you want it to be 5 inches up? Do you want it to be 10 inches up or 12 inches up? It all depends on how high your mantle is. Mine is a little low. Mine is only 45 inches. I've seen a lot of people that have high mantles, but for me, I want probably a sound bar underneath my television, or we like to put knickknacks on the mantle. So we're choosing 12 inches. Everybody will be different, but just remember, you know, you may want to put a sound bar below that television. So what I used was just the mounting bracket. You need something solid so you can measure. So I just went up 12 inches with my measuring tape. And I made my mark. So I just went up 12 inches and went up along that solid bracket and mark 12 inches. And it has to be straight, guys. Remember, your television, you want it to be straight. So I'm going up 12 inches. And I marked it with the pen right there. All right, guys, listen up. This is the part where I think a lot of people are getting confused. I'm watching a lot of videos and everyone's doing everything different. So let's pretend this bottom line right here is the top of your mantle. And remember, I went up 12 inches. So this is the bottom of my television. So where do we put this bracket, right? This bracket. Where do we line it up at? Where do we line up the template at? So for me, I have a 65 inch, okay? So I'm gonna go up 26.6 inches from my 12 inch mark. So I'm gonna go up 26.6 inches. And this is where the bracket goes. It lines up on the wall, guys. So I go up 12 inches for me. You may be 5 inches. Everyone may be different, or 10 inches. Do your 10 and then 26.6 inches up from there. And this is where you line up your mounts. So let's say you got a 75 inch. So you go up from your mantle, whatever yours is, and then 30.2 inches up from that, right? And then so on. For a 55 inch, you'd go up 22.7 inches from wherever you want to place the bottom of the screen of your television. So if you went up 5 inches, you do 5 inches plus 22.7 inches, and that mark would go on the top here. This is where you would line that line at. So we'll do it right now. All right, guys, I have my leveler stick here, and what I like about the leveler stick, you just set it down, it's automatically gonna go straight up. So remember, we marked the 12 inches, so we went 12 inches up, and then from here We're gonna go up 26.6 inches for the 65 inch. And then right at the top here with your pin, we're gonna make a mark with your pin for the center. All right guys, let's note. So I have the paper template here. So basically for 65 inch, you're going to line up the arrow. So 65 inch, I'm gonna do arrow to arrow. Right there, line them up. Piece of tape. But also what I need you to do is get your wall mounts. Here, we're gonna show you. Here, just lay the other one right on this side so you have an idea. And what I want you to do is from here to here, we need to find the center. So I found the center with measuring tape here. So I measured and then halved it and drew a line. We need to know that center line. I did my line with the pen. So you direct that line to your center line, and that's where you put your template, right? So it's centered at all times, guys. All right, guys, so I went ahead and put up my paper template, and remember, we marked the dot right there from here, from center of the template, and we're marking the template. All right, guys, so I went ahead and put up my paper template. So what you do is just line up your crosshair, your dot, with the dot that you put on the wall, and now that's the center of your wall. So now we want to make sure that this paper's nice and level. So what you do is you take your leveler stick. Make sure you guys get a leveler stick, guys. You don't want your TV frame to be crooked. And you line up your leveler stick to the bottom of that piece of paper. And oops. So right there is lined up at the bottom of that piece of paper. And now we check for the bubble, and it's right in the center there. That's how we know our paper's up there nice and straight. But hey guys, on my left side, I'm gonna show you why I don't need my template, paper template. I'm just doing this for you guys, but if you don't wanna use your paper template, I'll show you exactly what to do. So guys, to find the studs in your wall, for my old television, you can see I found the studs, right? And while you need to use the sensors, this one's the best one because it shows the actual thickness of the stud. So that's the thickness of the actual stud, right? Over here, I have a stud. So it looks like I'm using anchors for mine, for the whole entire mounting bracket, because there's no studs. Check it out, guys. There's nothing for me. So I'm using anchors, and that's okay, guys. You guys can use the anchors and it will be able to hold up your television. You don't have to have studs all the time, guys. So I'll show you. All right, guys, so I got my toggle anchors here, and these can hold up a lot of weight. So remember, I have no studs where I'm gonna put my mounting bracket. So this star means no matter what, you better put two here. I'm gonna put one anchor here, one anchor here. And then for me, I'm gonna do another anchor here and another anchor here. But let's say you have a stud here. You could put your stud here and here, and then also anywhere on this side. So 1 and 2. But I'm only gonna put 4. I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do my pilot hole. So I got a nice dustpan here to pick up the mess. I would be holding it, but I'm doing a video for you guys. So of course, we're putting our anchors here where the star is. It went right in there easily. Another one. Oops. Slide in there, no studs, guys. Just gonna put in those anchors. That's it. 4. So guys, I actually had to make the holes a little thicker, so I used the thicker drill bit. Alright guys, check this out how I put this anchor into the wall. So you just take it like this, pay attention. Fold it like this. Put in that big hole that you just made. Push it all the way through. You're gonna fill it back there, and then you're gonna push this in. Push it in the hole. Tighten it up. And then right there, you just snap it down. Just like that. And that's where your screw's going right there. All right, guys, always consider when you're using an alternative anchor from what Samsung is providing. I noticed that this backing was too small. So what I did was, you could probably find washers around the house or just purchase from the store. Just put an anchor so it provides that thickness, right, as you see here. So it's just something you can consider, or you just use the Samsung anchors. All right, guys, that's my setup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it. All right, guys, to get the back TV wire down to the other outlet down here, all I'm gonna do is from the old TV, there was a old HDMI cable. So all I did was tie rubber band around it. So what I'm gonna do is just put it in the hole, and then what I'm gonna do is just tug on this side and get it through, guys. All right, guys, so if you don't have that kit to put a hole in your wall, I'll direct you on how to get the kit to put behind your wall. But basically, there's conduit behind the wall, and I'm directing the wire through the conduit, and it's going all the way down this other side. It's a little hack. If you've already had this, you just tie that in and pull, and that wire so I'm pulling it on this other side here, and it's coming down, and I just basically taped it. All right, guys, next step, just take all your paper down, just rip it off. Just rip it off. All right, guys, so this is the mounting bracket that goes on back of the TV, but I want you to realize that when you put this on, make sure that it clicks in right in those crevices there. When you put the TV on, make sure it clicks, just like that. All right, guys. And then your TV will go up like that. All right, guys, as you can see, I have an upright position. You don't have to lay it down. So I'm gonna put this sticker on, and what you want to do is just take the sticker off and make sure that the arrow is pointed to the left, just like that. All right, guys, so the sticker's arrow's pointing this way, and the sticker is pointing this way. It's basically just a barrier to protect the TV, guys. That's it. All right, guys, so you're gonna use K, the spacer K. You're gonna put this here. And then what's next after that is the actual mount. Is labeled for right. You'll put it on top of that spacer. And then you'll put this screw, the long one, in the rear there. All right, guys, don't forget to put your stickers on to protect the back screen of your television right here. Right. All right, guys, what you guys need to know is that K spacer that's underneath this, that round spacer, allows this to move and be level when you put this on the wall, guys. So don't forget to put that K spacer. All right, guys. It allows it to move just like that. All right. All right, guys, so it's nice and mounted, nice and level. So I got the plug here. We're gonna do it last. All right, guys, at last, the TV's up. But one last thing, this plug is hanging underneath. No big deal. All you do is just tilt it and you can get up and underneath here and plug it up, guys. So when you first put it up, don't worry if it's a little bit slightly crooked. That's what those spacers, the Ks on the back of the television were for, because it allows you to move it and level it, guys. So you guys will be all right.